Hi everyone, my name is Tristan Nitot, and I thought I should put little logos so I know there's just two speakers left before we get to the food. So maybe some nice pictures on the screen would help you stay awake. The first one is only for older people that have heard of Netscape. Sorry about that, but I think I'm one of them. It's basically a list of my employees, by the way. And then I worked for 17 years on the Mozilla project. I wrote that book, Surveillance, which I'm going to talk a little bit about. And now I'm with Qwant. On my copious spare time, I've been writing and publishing on the web since '96, and I wrote a blog starting in 2002 called Stand Blog, and Stand standing for Web Standards. So already at the time, helped created an open web group, which is about web standards advocacy. Back in 2003, got to serve the French presidency with the Digital Advisory Board, and now the Data Protection Authority. Back when I started in '96, the web really was kind of a awkward, crazy, fantastic. It was like an encyclopedia, and at the same time a little bit like war games, like typing stuff, green characters on the black background, and they're blue. I don't get it. It should be green, really. It was super exciting, really. It was a great promise that was made, like everybody would be able to publish and share with the world. That was fantastic. And the issue is, well, 22 years later, that's today, it's not really the same thing. It really looks more and more like a panopticon. That's an invention of British philosopher Jeremy Bentham, which is basically a way to organize society where the center knows like everything about everybody. It has been used in factories and also in prisons like this one in Cuba, where the warden in the middle is hidden, and maybe sometimes he's not even watching the guy, went to the loo or went to go and grab a sandwich. But still, people around the prisoners feel like they're under surveillance, and so they behave properly. And because of targeted advertising right now, the web, that fantastic invention, is becoming something that puts all of us under surveillance. And I don't think it's a good thing. And I'm not using my own words because I'm not really good with English words. So I'm using Glenn Greenwald's words. Greenwald is one of the guys who took the Snowden revelation and published them. It basically says that if you are under surveillance and know that, you tend to censor yourself. And this is exactly why tyrants want to know everything about everybody all the time. And this is what the web has become because of targeted advertising, gathering as much data all the time about all of us. And I don't think it's a good thing. And I don't think either that we should just accept it and deal with it. Oh, sure, yeah, surveillance, who cares? Nothing to hide, got nothing to hide. Come on. It's warm in here, yet we are wearing clothes, all of us, right? Maybe we do have something to hide, like right now. And I don't think it's forbidden, but we do have something to hide. And when I went to the restroom earlier, I closed and locked the door for the exact same reason. Nothing illegal was happening right there, I promise, but yet I was locking the door, right? And we should not accept that being under surveillance all the time is acceptable. And it happens that all of us here in this room are building the web. We are building the future, right? We have power that 99% of the population doesn't have. We write code. We have the power in the 21st century, sorry. So what can we do? well, we can build a better web, and this is why I have joined Qwant, which is a European search engine. It's the only European search engine that has its own index and algorithm. It respects your privacy. When you visit Qwant.com, you will not see that ugly banner like you should accept that we put cookies on your computer, because we don't put cookies on your computer. So the banner does not exist, right? Use it, type a few keywords, get the answer, come back in 5 minutes, ask the same question, we don't know it's you. We give you the same answers, and that's it. We give you results, search results. We serve advertising because we have to pay the bill for the servers, but the advertisement is based on the keywords that you have typed, not on your gender, not on your race, not on your religion, not on your political opinions, nothing. Just on the query you have typed yourself, that we do have to collect in order to give you an answer. I think you forgive us with that. And so we don't use third-party cookies. Your IP address is encrypted so that we can't find it again. There is no search history. We use HTTPS. And so our own server farm, as I said, and we have a set of services that are listed here. Some of them have been already released, like Qwant Search and Qwant Junior for the kids from 6 to 12. Qwant Shopping, Qwant Music has been released also. If you look for Madonna, you will be able to listen to her on Spotify, YouTube, see her Wikipedia page and stuff like that. And new services that are coming right here. The issue is that when we go beyond search, the next service that we will be releasing soon is Qwant Maps. It's based on OpenStreetMaps, and it's really, well, it's just maps, but without the tracking, right? And now the issue is people do expect personalized content when they use services. For search, if you get the same results as everybody, that's okay. But on the other hand, because we don't know if you came 5 minutes ago or 2 days ago, we are not able to serve you with your search history, for example, to do suggestions. So that's an issue. It's in kind of a way for some people who do expect, because they're slow at typing on a keyboard, like 99% of the people, they would love that if they start typing something, we suggest them with a recent search request, because, well, sometimes people search for the same thing multiple times. Because we don't memorize anything, we can't offer such a service. Also, if we know you are interested in CSS or web standards or Python or whatever, if we knew that, then and you get such results from us, then we could boost something that is related to what you like searching for. And Qwant cannot do that because we don't know what you like, because we don't memorize anything about you. And for the Maps application, it would be great if when you ask for a map, then we serve you the map and we put on it the point of interest, the POIs that you have searched for before. Your favorite bakery, your favorite restaurant, all that kind of thing. If you search for them, then we should put them on the map, except that we don't know who you are, if you searched before, or anything like that. So it's limiting us in the ability to provide the best user experience. Because in our DNA, we shouldn't be tracking you. So the way we're doing that is basically, well, first let me explain you how it works right now. And I'm terribly sorry for my terrible drawing skills. It's even worse on a high-speed train on my way to Lyon. So these are supposed to be laptops and users. I know. Like I said, I'm sorry. This is the internet. And on the other side is the server and the user data. the server has access and stores user data and knows everything about everybody. What is their search history, their maps history, email history, calendars, contacts, GPS, whatever. And it serves dedicated results that are specific based on user data to each of the users right here. So that's the traditional approach, centralized. But it doesn't have to be like that. And this is what we're trying to do with Qwant, with a product that we call Mask, M-A-S-Q. We put data locally on a local database that is never shared with the server. And this is how we can keep a search history which is local and which can be useful in helping us boosting results or giving you suggestions on your search results or having a list of your point of interest on a map without actually knowing who you are. When you ask for a map, we send you the map. And locally, there's an additional layer, transparent layer, with all your points of interest of what you have been searching for locally. This is how we do it. So you get both of both worlds. On one side, you get privacy protection, and yet you get personalization. So this is Qwant masks stored locally. Personalization happens on the server. This is the user interface of a prototype of mask, and you can turn it off or on depending on what application you connect to. So if you want like no suggestions, no history used for search, you can turn it off right there. It is completely open source. All the data is stored locally, is encrypted because we never know. Open source because it makes it auditable and open, and we're open to patches. So you know what's going on, and you know that data is not leaking back to our servers thanks to this system. Well, that's pretty much everything for me. Just, try. Here's my challenge to you. Try and use Qwant.com, and if you have an application that could use something like this, get in touch with me. Thank you very much.